Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. For today's video, we're going to be taking an in-depth look into the 2017 Subaru Legacy 2.5i Sport. There's a lot to talk about in this review, including 5 main topics, such as styling, performance fuel economy, a general features overview, safety, and of course, pricing. I'll take it on a thorough drive and show you many of the unique aspects throughout the interior as well as exterior. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop on in, start her up, and let her run. Both smart key entry and push button ignition are included with the Sport package. All you have to do to start, just make sure you have the key fob within the interior, then put your foot on the brake and hit the dash mounted button to go. The current generation Legacy has been on sale since 2015. There were some updates in 2016, such as new safety and security features and additional suspension tuning for the limited models, but for 2017 the biggest change is the new Legacy 2.5i Sport. It features exclusive styling elements such as uniquely styled 18-inch wheels, a dark gray front grille, fog lamps, chrome accented rocker trim, and high luster silver finished turn signal mirrors. The interior also receives some added goodies, but I'll cover that in just a moment. The sleek, almost coupe-like styling you see actually took inspiration from the Legacy concept that Subaru showed at the 2013 Los Angeles Auto Show. It differs from its predecessor in a number of ways, especially with the front fascia, which combines the hexagonal grille and bumper into one smooth piece. An aluminum hood reduces weight over the front wheels, while active grille shutters, standard on the 2.5i, help reduce wind resistance when closed. Fuel economy across the board also saw significant increases with the 2015 redesign, not just because of a 10% improvement in aerodynamic efficiency, but also the adoption of Subaru's Lineartronic CVT for all models. The previously offered 5-speed automatic and 6-speed manual were both dropped. Along with new sheet metal and updated rear-end styling, the Legacy's chassis was stiffened by 43%, making it feel more composed out on the road than prior generations. One of the primary goals with this car was to refine it, by making it smoother, more composed, and more luxurious, especially with top-end trims. In doing this, Subaru added an acoustic laminated windshield along with thicker metal in key areas, liquid-filled engine mounts, more foam insulation, and more sound deadening. Compared to its predecessor, wheelbase length remained the same, but overall length grew by 1.6 inches, width expanded by 0.7 inches, and height dropped by 0.3 inches. These small changes led to a notable expansion of interior space, making it one of the roomiest sedans in its class. Another big improvement was visibility thanks to higher seating hip points, new front quarter windows, door-mounted side view mirrors, and a steeper raked windshield. LED accented front and rear lighting elements provide a modern touch. Projector beam halogen headlamps are standard, while HID low beam lights are available. A lot of this applies to the current generation Outback as well, which was also redesigned back in 2015. You can think of it as the wagon counterpart to the Legacy, as they share the same platform, powertrains, and for the most part, equipment. As I've already covered in a prior review, the Outback is an excellent choice for its segment if you're looking for practicality, flexibility, and efficiency. If I had to choose, I would go for the Outback, as it boasts 8.7 inches of ground clearance and is even suited for mild off-road duty. Plus, you can't forget about the big increase in available cargo space out back. Pricing for the 2017 Legacy, including destination, ranges between $22,815 for a base 2.5i and $32,460 for a 3.6R Limited. It competes right at the heart of the midsize family sedan segment alongside the Toyota Camry, Ford Fusion, Honda Accord, Chevrolet Malibu, and more. Positioned in the middle of the lineup, the 2.5i Sport retails for $26,815. Our tester, equipped with all the available driver assistance tech, retails for $28,910. The Legacy is available with a variety of different wheels that range from 17 by 7 inch steel wheels to 17 by 7.5 inch alloys and larger 18 by 7.5 inch alloys. The 18s are only offered in the 2.5i Sport, the 2.5i Limited, and the 3.6R. The sports wheels combine machine faces and black painted pockets for a striking contrast. They're wrapped in 225/50 all-season tires that can hold a little under 0.8 g of lateral acceleration. As far as the brakes, all Legacies come with internally ventilated disc brakes with dual piston calipers in front and single piston calipers in the rear. The only difference between the 2.5i models and the 3.6R is the size of the front discs, 11.6 inches versus 12.4 inches respectively. Both use 11.8 inch rear discs. ABS, electronic brake force distribution, and an electronic hill starter are standard, along with a brake-based active torque vectoring system. With this setup, our tester is able to stop from 60 miles an hour in about 108 feet. The rack and pinion steering is electrically assisted but delivers surprisingly good feel for this segment. It has a ratio of 14:5 and takes 2.82 turns to lock. The turning circle is measured at 36.8 feet. While the Legacy is not a sports car, it delivers excellent road manners. The fully independent suspension features McPherson struts up front with lower L-arms and double wishbones in the rear with an integrated subframe. Coil springs can be found at each corner along with front and rear stabilizer bars. To set them apart from the rest of the pack, both the 2.5i Limited and the 3.6R Limited benefit from larger front struts along with unique front and rear damping that's tuned to deliver improved low-speed handling and even greater ride comfort at higher speeds. Like some Outbacks I've driven, the Legacy is quite a nice traveling vehicle. It's very well mannered thanks to a compliant suspension that soaks up most road imperfections. Not much transfers into the cabin, which is great if you're looking for something a bit more relaxed and easygoing. Curb weight for our tester is 3,492 pounds. The Legacy is available with a choice between two boxer engines, either a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder or a 3.6-liter 6-cylinder. In contrast to a typical inline-4 or V6, the cylinders in a boxer engine are horizontally opposed. The 2.5-liter mill is standard, featuring aluminum construction, variable intake valve timing, and chain-driven dual overhead camshafts. Fuel is delivered via sequential multi-port injection, accompanied by a compression ratio of 10.3:1. Maximum engine speed is about 6,000 RPM. It develops 175 horsepower at 5,800 RPM and 174 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM. With a 0 to 60 time of just under 9 seconds, this engine isn't necessarily built for performance, but it does offer a lot in terms of refinement and fuel economy. It's quiet out on the road, very smooth, and offers that characteristic burble we've all come to expect from Subaru engines. While running on regular 87 octane, EPA estimates range between 25 miles per gallon in the city and 34 miles per gallon on the highway. Expect an average of 29 miles per gallon. If you're looking for greater performance, the available 3.6-liter flat 6 is good for 256 horsepower and 247 pound-feet of torque. As you'd expect, it provides significantly more grunt, albeit with a slight decrease in fuel economy to 20, 28, and 23 miles per gallon respectively. Fuel tank capacity, regardless of the engine, is 18.5 gallons. Sending power to all four wheels via Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive system is a continuously variable transmission. CVTs have come a long way in delivering better performance with enhanced efficiency. Subaru's Lineartronics CVT is one of the best out there. While it's not something you'd want in a sports car, it makes a strong case with family sedans and crossovers as it offers a lot of flexibility. In normal low-speed driving and acceleration, the CVT keeps the revs down to place priority on fuel economy. Push the car harder and the shift algorithm begins to mimic that of a traditional automatic, eliminating all that annoying drone that plagued CVTs of the past. Each Legacy also gets steering wheel paddle shifters which allow you to shift between 6 simulated gears with preset ratios. In normal automatic mode, the ratios are variable, but in manual mode, the spread ranges between 3.581 and 0.618. Overall final drive for the 2.5-liter is 3.9:1. The option of manual mode is a neat addition that folks will likely enjoy playing around with. It doesn't significantly alter the car's performance or overall response, but it does make the drive more engaging if you wanted to take corners more spiritedly. For any skeptics out there, I encourage you to reserve your judgment until you try it out, as I believe it's one of the Legacy's strong points. With the 2015 redesign we talked about earlier, the Legacy's interior was thoroughly updated. The most important changes lie with the car's dimensions. Even though the exterior footprint didn't change a whole lot, cabin space took a leap from 103 cubic feet to 104.6 cubic feet. This yielded gains in shoulder, hip, elbow, and legroom for front and rear occupants. Quality took a big leap too, with additional soft touch materials throughout and thicker cushioning for the armrest and center console. Subaru paid close attention when it came to creating a comfortable and hushed environment. The 2.5i Sport features an exclusive two-tone interior with cloth upholstery and blue accent stitching, along with piano black and faux carbon fiber trim. The driver's seat is powered with 10-way adjustments including lumbar. The passenger seat is manually adjustable. Heated front seats are standard. Storage space is abundant too, with large door pockets, plenty of console space, and a generous locking glove box. If you're looking for greater luxury, the limited trims offer leather upholstery, a powered passenger seat, memory settings for the driver, and more. As far as safety, the Legacy is equipped with dual-stage front airbags, front seat side impact airbags, and side curtain airbags for the front and the rear. Our tester also features the optional EyeSight driver assist system, a suite of technology that includes adaptive cruise control, pre-collision braking, lane departure and sway warning, and lane keep assist. On top of that, EyeSight even includes steering responsive fog lights that work when the headlights are set to their auto position and the fog lights are turned off. Depending on vehicle speed and steering angle, the system will activate the left or the right fog light independently to provide additional illumination in the direction of the turn. The lights are pre-aimed for maximum coverage in corners. Other available features include a rear radar system with reverse auto brake, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and high beam assist. So now let's go ahead and see how she sounds. The layout of the essential controls is well organized and easy to understand. Subaru offers several audio systems for the Legacy, including a bass 4-speaker setup, our tester's 6-speaker setup, and a range-topping 12-speaker 576-watt Harman Kardon surround sound system. The bass setup is paired to a 6.2-inch version of Subaru's Starlink touchscreen multimedia system, with an AM/FM radio, CD player, HD radio, Bluetooth streaming, and smartphone app integration. The other setups are paired with the larger 7-inch infotainment system that packs even more features and adds the option of navigation. Dual-zone climate control is standard on all trim levels but the base. Next, let's go ahead and shut her down. I'll hop in the back seat and check out overall space and amenities. The Legacy has a comfortable and roomy back seat that can seat up to 3 people. I'm 5'10", and as you can see, with an ideal seating position for myself in front, I have about 3.5–4 inches of leg space left over and about 1.5–2 inches of headspace. In the middle, there's a fold-down armrest with 2 cup holders that's also wrapped in padded material, as well as 3 adjustable headrests. It's a simple environment back here, but it's still very well appointed with all the essentials. There's child seat anchors for all 3 positions, grip handles and coat hooks up top, and illumination in the headliner. As far as storage, there's pockets in the bottom portion of the door panels, 2 seat back storage pockets, and a little tray on the back of the console. Also, just like the front, the entire upper portion of the door panels are finished in soft touch material. Now, let's go ahead and head towards the rear and check out trunk space. The current generation Legacy offers more cargo carrying capacity than its predecessor. It's a marginal increase, but it's an increase nonetheless. While the previous one was offering 14.7 cubic feet, this one has 15 cubic feet. You can fold down the 60-40 split rear seat and get even more cargo space all the way to the front. Underneath the trunk floor, you'll find a cargo organizer for smaller items, as well as all of the tire changing equipment. But you can pull that out to reveal the temporary spare tire.
Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed the in-depth look at the 2017 Subaru Legacy 2.5i Sport. Be sure to stay tuned next time, leave a like and subscribe today. There's always a lot more where that came from. Take care everyone.